Hey, I'm Lavina, and the piece I'm performing I was overthinking just a few minutes back, but let's go. What kind of kid were you in school? As for me, I was a kid completely focused on academics, who followed every rule diligently and never participated in extracurricular activities. I had very few friends, and hanging out with them was infrequent. Throughout school, I operated on low self confidence and self love, which affected my friendships. I did have friends, but not real friends. We all know the difference, right? Even back then, I knew that those friendships wouldn't last, that those friends were mere acquaintances who just happened to be in the same place at the same time. That when the time was done, I wouldn't hear from them ever again. I used to look at groups of close knit friends. You know, those who'd find ways to sit with each other, who'd hang out during breaks if they were in different divisions, who'd participate in events together and have fun after school, who'd go to each other's place and know every detail about each other's life. Some of you might have had this, some of you might not. I didn't. And I used to look at such groups and wish for nothing more than to be a part of one. I always felt out of place, as if I belonged nowhere. Trust me, I tried. But I stuck out as a sore thumb. I was in that school for 12 years. You might have heard people say that I was in the school for so long that it felt like home, but that was never the case with me. Neither did I have that best friend every protagonist seems to have. I used to wonder if it was my fault, if something was wrong with me. Why wasn't I enough? I listen to my now closest friends telling stories about the school time and feel this ache in my heart that I missed out on something special, something most people treasure all their lives. I cannot go back in time and change things. I cannot give myself a fun school life. That's okay because it taught me the value of real friends, the first one of which I met on the first day of junior college. She was the first person I ever felt completely at ease around. She made me realize that it was fun to be with me and brought the best in me. She kept a mirror in front of me which reflected the words, "You're enough." Since then, one by one, people came in my life. I chose to stay, maybe because I chose to be loved and let them stay. They have seen me grow from the underconfident girl who didn't believe in herself to the person standing in front of you. I have shared with them stories which I never thought I'd tell anyone, and they have held me through it. They believe in me more than I believe in myself and support me through every stupid idea. They are my constants in an ever-changing world. Being around them doesn't feel like fitting in. To fit in is to mold yourself according to the surroundings. Being with them feels like belonging. To belong is to be yourself without the fear of judgment. You know, there was never anything wrong with me. I was just around the wrong people. They weren't bad, but they weren't right for me. I've learned that most people you meet aren't your people. You need to accept this fact for your own happiness. You need to stop forcing yourself to fit in to be liked by people because the ones who are meant for you will accept you exactly the way you are. I used to be very embarrassed to share that I didn't have real friends in school because who doesn't have real friends in a place they've spent 12 years in, right? But not anymore. I'm doing this for the kid who felt lonely for 12 years. I wish someone had told me back then that it's okay if you don't have real friends yet. That doesn't mean that you aren't enough. It just means that you're taking your time to find yourself and the ones who belong in your life. Meanwhile, remember, you are enough. You're always enough. This is a short poem I'd written when I realized how much I've changed. It goes, I've come a long way and a long way to go. I'm not the same person anymore as I was before. A million things have changed, a million times I've grown. There's a change everyone can see. There's a change I'm proud of. Thank you.